Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I got a real interesting clip that I want to share with you guys, and it really gives us a look into one of the aspects that I'll talk about on the lost value system, and I'll show that chart in a minute, about leisure and it not having any limit. Now, this is a clip from the Fresh and Fit podcast. I don't know when this clip originally aired, but shout out to Fresh and Fit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see this clip. I'm going to make it big. And it was actually Ice-T that posted it. I know it's been posted about a couple of different people, but his commentary was, "This is disturbing but real. We all know social media is an extremely addictive drug." Shaking my head. Wow. So I'm going to actually make this big so you can see it. And let's play it. Here we go.
Instagram or a long-term boyfriend? Pick one. Okay, let's see.
Instagram.
Okay.
What?
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. Instagram. Okay.
Oh, Judean's getting red pill right now.
Okay. What about you?
Probably Instagram.
You must Detroit.
I probably already knew, but Instagram.
What the
What?
I would say Instagram. I haven't met or found a man yet that can give me what Instagram has given me. So Instagram.
Whoa. Yeah, this is why this show is necessary. Do you see how all these girls are in a relationship with Instagram instead of a real man? They're addicted to attention instead of love.
Now, you heard what they had to say, and I thought that the caption was also interesting. It said, "This is what they call having strong values. Red pill, you have to free your mind. There won't be another generation if we don't change our core values. What happened to families?" I thought that that was an interesting caption as well. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and we're going to come back. Okay. Here's the deal. These women are married to social media. And I'm well aware that not all of them women on there were Black. I'm well aware of that. That's not even my point. Because we have to be concerned about our own as well. Because Black girls was in there. And when he said long-term boyfriend or Instagram, they were like, oh, Instagram, as if it should have been a foregone conclusion. Okay? Every lady in that clip chose social media, chose Instagram, and essentially being in a relationship with the social media platforms above and beyond actual real relationships and interaction. Okay? These are women that don't have any idea about real life and real breathing men. This is a subject nobody likes to talk about. These women nowadays are femcells. They are the female version of the incels that they like to clown and laugh about. But these are the female versions of those men. They are no better than the man that sit in his mama basement and have his head stuck in a Halo game all day, or a Call of Duty game all day, or you know, he's surrounded by Xboxes and PS5s. Like, they're no better than that guy that you know what I'm saying, wipe a Cheeto thing across his chest and surrounded by Mountain Dew bottles. He don't get up for hours at a time because he's in the middle of a multiplayer Call of Duty session. You see what I'm saying? And he doesn't really interact with the rest of the world. He doesn't really have face-to-face, human-to-human contact and interaction. All of his interaction happens virtually. All of his interaction happen over multiplayer platforms. All of his interaction happen on the internet. All of his interaction happen. You see what I'm saying? And they'll laugh at that guy and call that guy socially awkward, and he don't know nothing about women. This is the same thing. Just because they are so-called hot or they so-called good-looking, that doesn't mean that they're not socially awkward. These women are socially inept. Okay, do you understand what I'm talking about? These women are socially inept and they socially awkward. They awkward. Nobody likes to cast that light on women, but women can and are. They can be and they are socially awkward. How do you get socially awkward? By not having the actual interaction with people. See, we were forced as Gen Xers and stuff like that. We was forced to go to school because we didn't have social media. If you wanted to play, you had to go outside and play. If you wanted to talk to your friends or talk to a group, you had to go talk to them. Whether you was trying to make friends, whether you was trying to flirt and have a little girlfriend, a little boyfriend, whatever the case might have been, you're going to have to do that for real. There is no virtual avenue that's going to allow you to get the satisfaction of an interaction without actually having an interaction. There wasn't no such thing, right? But they chose Instagram, and it's interesting because they're getting all of their ideas about men. They're getting all of their ideas about how to interact with men, how to behave around men, what to expect from men, etc., from a fantastical place called the internet, where it's more of a hyper reality than anything based completely on true human to human, person to person, flesh and blood contact. Femcel. Female incel. Because that woman sat there on that clip and said, I have not met a man that gives me what Instagram give her. And now what do Instagram give her? Now we got to ask, what do Instagram give her? Because she right. She wrong and she right at the same time. Because now with that answer, with those responses, what we're able to now fully appreciate is the fact that leisure in the lost value system doesn't have any limit. Okay, now we can actually go into this, because when we take a look at leisure, which is the second from the top, and that says how we choose to spend our personal time, and then over on what would be, I believe, your left hand is no limit. No limit in leisure. Now, Instagram, as well as every other social media platform, for the vast majority of people, counts as their leisure. Okay? Instagram represents an unlimited amount, because leisure is not limited in the lost value system. What's not limited? What does Instagram give her that men don't give her? Unlimited amounts of attention. She can go to Instagram at any time of the night or day, and Instagram does not deny her. Instagram doesn't tell her it's tired. Instagram doesn't tell her it can't be bothered. Instagram doesn't tell her wait until tomorrow. Instagram doesn't tell her it's busy. Instagram, you see what I'm saying? So it is a nonstop, unlimited source of male attention, because it is attention that is not garnered from one man. It is attention garnered from potentially thousands of men at once. So you can always log in and get your fix of attention. See, this is the other part of the body count. This is the spiritual part of that body count. See, it's the sexual, physical part of that. And we understand that it will prohibit a woman from being able to pair bond successfully with one man and keep up loyalty in that relationship. But it's also, here's the other side of that, attention. One man cannot, it is impossible for him to provide the amount of attention to the level that women get it or can get it on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, depending on what they're doing on it. And we know that most women are using it as an avenue to be thoughting and stuff like it's an extension of thought culture. It's like thought peripheral, thought culture paraphernalia. You understand? So it's an unlimited amount of attention. It is an unlimited amount of sexual debauchery. She could get her sexual fix too. You understand? The attention that in the 90s, if you was pretty walking around your hood, you got the attention of the guys in the hood, though. It didn't extend any further than that. If you wasn't over there, the guys couldn't see you. But if now you're on Instagram, every guy from everywhere, if he's tuned in, he can see you. So if you think you cute, or you think you sexy, or you can show back shots and twerk and do all this other kind of stuff, engage in this sexual debauchery that you want to engage in without being touched, without being entered, without having to talk to or actually interact with men prior to receiving that level or form of validation from them, sexual validation from them. This is what they're doing. See, we got to understand this stuff from all angles. It's an unlimited amount of chaos and foolishness. Aside from the male attention, validation, sexual validation, and all that type of stuff, she gets to be involved in all kinds of crazy arguments, drama. She gets to be either a spectator of or involved in, internet beef. This one is arguing with that one, this one going on that one page and putting a comment, and then she get to put googly eyes on the comment, and then, she get to like the other comment, and she get to, you understand what I'm saying? So even if she's not directly involved in the stupidity, she gets to be a spectator of the stupidity, the chaos, and the foolishness. So that she get her chaotic fixes in with that as well. All of this is stuff you can't do in a real relationship with a real man. All of this is cut out. All that nonsense, not a man not gonna put up with. You understand what I'm saying? This is why they're choosing Instagram. Oh, I want everybody to understand why that's the answer to the question. The only thing Instagram can't give them that a man is going to give them is the actual physical sexual presence when they want that. Because it ain't no amount of social media gonna give you that. Right? When they want the flesh and blood D, that's when, they gotta log off so they can get that done. They use it to gather sneaky links, even if they are in relationships. They use it to emotionally cheat. All kinds of stuff. They use it to argue with people. It's an unlimited amount or very little. It's an unlimited amount of unaccountability. You see what I'm saying? Limited, very little accountability for what they do because there is a relative anonymity to social media, depending on how you operate. Right? So you don't have to necessarily, it's a fantasy world. In a lot of people's minds, in a lot of women's minds. So they don't have to be accountable for the stuff that they type, the tweets, the posts they make, and all of this other type of stuff. They don't have to be accountable. They figure they can come on and say whatever to whomever, and nobody ever supposed to know or say anything, or it's not, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just Instagram. Oh, it's just Facebook. Oh, it's just, they get to try to dish it off. Oh, it's just social media. It don't mean that. People have got murked over Facebook beef. People have got murked over Instagram beef. You understand what I'm saying? People, they have set folk up using social media. So let's not act like stuff that go on social media does not have a real-time, real-life effect, right? There's an unlimited amount of mob mentality / hive mind that they get to involve themselves within. All of the stuff that I named is all stuff that men don't go for in a real relationship, which is what makes her both right and wrong. It's wrong because it's stupid, but it's right because the stuff that she's looking for to be able to be involved in without check or balance or nothing like that, or being brought to order at all of that she could get on social media and Instagram. A man's order, his system order instruction gonna cut all that foolishness out. And she can't have that. That's what make them antsy in these relationships. That's what get them itching and, I'm not happy. That's where all of that's coming from. That's where all that is coming from. The Instagram is basically the virtual streets. It's the virtual streets. It's the virtual arm of being in the street. Because you get to rip and run that even at home. It could be 2:00 in the morning. She'll be up somewhere involved in YouTube drama. See, a man not going to have that. What are you doing? Put that down. Like a kid, right? So this leads to their ability to separate real life from virtual reality because they're failing to have the lived experience. Because this is stem cell activity, they're not actually getting out there having experiences with men. This is why they don't know what men do. This is how they get this warped, crazy understanding about relationships and all this other type of stuff, because they don't know who men are. They don't know what men do. They don't know what men offer. They don't know nothing about actual men. All they know is, the post that they like, the tweet that they like, that's asinine and stupid. And it doesn't actually reflect knowledge or understanding about men at all. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't know nothing about the 4 Ps. They don't know nothing about that. They have no idea. See, any chick, she'll get provision and protection, but what she always miss, everybody always miss problem solving and procreation. See, it's not all about, because the only thing that they thinking about is some money, and you got to protect me from the foolishness I'm about to do. You got to protect me from the threat and the trouble that I'm about to present in your life. Because I already got an abundance of it in mind. So I'm just going to dump that on you, and you got to somehow sort it out and deal with it. I don't know how you deal with it. I don't care how you deal with it. But it don't ever occur to her about the problem solving, because she is a problem. You understand what I'm saying? And when men attempt to solve that problem, this is where you get, he controlling, he a dark. No, he's being a man. He's being a man, but you wouldn't know nothing about that because you only interact with men in this virtual hyperspace. You don't actually interact with actual flesh and blood men to get to know them and to be around them and understand how men operate. Limit your social media. This is the message to the young ladies. If any part of being on social media is not your source of income or part of your business model, limit your social media, because it actually sucks you into a never-ending world of illusion and agendas and false narratives, right? Because that all the time being immersed in your leisure, that's a hallmark of being caught in the lost value system all the time. And it's designed for sheep. To be locked in leisure all the time, that's something for sheep to do. Lionesses are not sheep, right? Because it's designed to tell you what to think and how to feel and when to be happy and when to be outraged and when to cancel somebody and when you see, but it don't tell you how to think. It's just telling you what to think and what to feel. It's like learning everything you got to know from TV and movies. Like that doesn't translate into real life. If you sat there for all your life learning everything about human psychology and interaction from televisions and movies, you're going to be real awkward in real life. You're going to be real dumb because it's not how it doesn't track because it's not real. And social media is like an exaggerated form of that, right? So you don't want to be a femcel. You don't want to be one of these women that can't fathom being in a real relationship because it calls for them being in some type of order. So they choose a fantasy world to be in because the delusion is that deep. So just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. The next thing that I would like to bring to everyone's attention is the fact that you can now go to crimsoncure.com and you can purchase a copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery. You can go ahead and make those purchases. The link to crimsoncure.com is in the description box as well. Also, if you're still holding Black Lives Matter accountable for their more than $100 million theft from the Black community in the form of misused donations, buying houses, and, paying for their baby daddies. So if you want to become part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable, all you have to do is go into the description box and hit the link for the petition. Our goal is 100,000 signatures, and our next milestone, if we can get it to 15,000 signatures, that would be so awesome. So if you want to become part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable, please go into the description box, hit the link for the petition, sign it, share it, and contribute to it as well. Also, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.